it's audible. Hello, students. It is audible.
Yes, sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Okay, okay. So sorry for delay. Some technical problem. ठीक है, स्टार्ट करें फिर हम लोग. बाकी आप लोग अपने माइक्रोफोन बंद कर दीजिए. हम लोग स्टार्ट करें फिर. ओके ओके, ठीक है. आप लोग स्क्रीन विजिबल है सभी को. कोई भी अनम्यूट होकर अपना बता सकते हैं कि हाँ अब स्क्रीन दिख रही है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in the last class we have discussed computer monitor, computer monitor, video monitor. Okay, so a display device we have discussed in the last class, and I'm sure आप में से बहुत लोगों को समझ में नहीं आया होगा, as I experienced. So start again or revisit again what we have discussed in the last class. A video display device. A video display device is the output device for presenting information for visual reception. The display system are often referred as a video monitor or video display unit, VDU. Display devices are designed for project, show, and exhibit display. All these things we have discussed. Kind of display devices. First CRT, as we have discussed in the last class, raster scan display, random scan display, liquid crystal display, LCD, and light emitting diode, LED. There are several components of CRT. This is the structure of CRT. In this CRT, what we have seen, there is one electron beam passes through different focusing system and accelerating anode and deflection layer and strike on this phosphorus screen. When this strike on phosphorus screen, it emits some lights. That visible light display the image or what we want to display on the screen. In this CRT, a beam of electron or cathode ray emitted by this electron gun passes through this focusing system and deflection system and strike on this phosphorus coated screen. When this strike on this screen, it's emit a small spot of light at each position where it's strike. Because the light emitted by this phosphorus fed rapidly. For maintaining this screen or persistent display of the screen, we have to redraw this image. To keep the phosphorus glowing is to redraw the picture rapidly. by quickly redirecting the electron beam on this screen. It's called refresh CRT. So the first component of this CRT is electron gun. This electron gun. Electron has two components. First is heated metal cathode and a control grid. When heat is supplied to this cathode through how we can heat this cathode by passing some current. When we pass some current to this cathode, the electron of surface of this cathode is boiled off, and in the vacuum, this is the completely CRT is completely vacuum. In a vacuum inside CRT, the free negative charge, what the charge of electron is negative. So this electron negative charge moves this direction. Why the electron is moving this direction? Because the phosphorus, our phosphorus screen is positive charge. So the charge of phosphorus is positive and the electron charge is negative. So this electron moves in this direction in this vacuum tube. And the number of number of electron, how many electron will boiled off or passing through this vacuum, we control by this control grid. There is an electron gun. There is a control grid which control the number of electrons boiled off from the electron gun. And after when this electron boiled off from this electron gun passes through this focusing system. What the working of focusing system? It focus the electron on single point or the narrow point. Otherwise, the our screen is, we will see the blur image. So focusing of the electron at the small point, we use focusing system. Is the focusing system work as a lens? When many rays passes through the lens, the working of lens is to focus the light at a small point, and the intensity of this point will depend on the number of electrons boiled off from this electron gun. There are two kind of focusing system we can have: electric focusing system or magnetic focusing system. Electric focusing system we use generally on TV and computer monitors. 1 minute, I want to show how this focusing system work. This is our focusing system. When this electron passes through this focusing system, the working of focusing system, it's concentrate these points into this is the working of focusing system. It's focus the electrons, number of electron into a small point, as small as possible. So this focusing system are two kind of focusing system possible: electric focusing system or magnetic focusing system. We can do this kind of lens by electric or magnetic. When this electron beam passes through focusing system, then it will pass from this deflection layer. Deflection of electron beam. Where we want to deflect this electron beam depend on this deflection layer. Again, this deflection layer are two kind of deflection layer: electric deflection layer or magnetic deflection. Is mounted outside the CRT, and it will deflect the electron beam. There are two pair of deflection layer: horizontal deflection layer or vertical deflection layer. Horizontal deflection layer will move electron beam horizontally, and vertical deflection layer will move your electron beam vertically, like this. horizontal, this is horizontal deflection, and this is vertical deflection. Yeah. So this is electron beam. When the charge of, suppose this is a positive, this is negative, again this is positive, this is negative. When the horizontal deflection layer positive charge increase, it will, your electron gun will move this direction. And if the vertical deflection layer charge is increased, this deflection, the electron beam move in this direction, so completely in this direction. So how we using this deflection layer, we can control our beam where it should strike on a screen. And the last, when this electron beam strike on this phosphorus screen, the spot of light produce. How this spot of light produce? When this electron beam is striking or hitting this phosphorus screen, the energy of this electron beam, this electron beam has energy. First, it is a kinetic energy. When this electron hit on the phosphorus screen, the electron is stopped, and the energy, what the energy electron has, will uh, observed by this phosphorus plate. When where this is electron hit or strike, the kinetic energy absorbed by this phosphorus plate, and this energy is converted into two. First, it will produce some heat, and second, where this heat, the atom of this phosphorus plate is where it hit, the atom energy of phosphorus will increase, or the where the part of beam energy is converted the heat energy, and the remainder cause the electron in the phosphorus atom is to move up to the higher quantum energy. What I want to say here is, again, suppose this is your phosphorus screen, and this is your electron beam hitting at this point. When this electron hit at this point, this atom get the energy from electron at its energy increase. So this is stable energy, and after hitting the electron, the energy of this atom will increase, the higher quantum energy. Higher quantum energy, and this is stable energy. Before the electron hit, the energy of atom is here, and after hitting this electron, the energy of this atom reach to the higher quantum energy. After a short time, the excited phosphorus atom began to dropping to its stable energy. When this energy, first is stable energy, after hitting the electron, it's boiled off and reach to higher quantum energy. After short time, it again go back to its stable energy, and the energy converted this energy into light. What the light we seen on the screen, due to this light, it change energy and produce light, means give up their extra energy as a small quantum of light energy. This is the light we have seen. Is it clear? What I want to say here, when this electron hit the phosphorus, the atom get the energy from electron and reduce to higher quantum energy, and after short time, it give up their energy as the form of light and go back to its stable energy. So the next question is, this light, what is the color of this light? It depend on the frequency. Frequency means is energy difference. What higher quantum energy and stable energy, what the difference of this energy level depends on the difference of this energy level produce the color, which color it will produce. each color has its own frequency. So this frequency difference will the cause of color. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear? If you have any doubt, you can write your doubt in chat box. I will see your doubt at at the end of class. So the frequency of light emitted by this phosphorus is
Phosphorus.
proportional to the energy difference between the excited quantum state and the ground state. Okay. So till this point we have discussed in the last class. So the in today's class the first topic is persistency. What is the meaning of persistency? Okay. All we have discussed. This is the original electron gun. How the electron gun see? This is the electron gun. Now again I want to I am repeating, when we pass the current or heat to this filament, the electron is heat up and boiled up from uh, this way, because there is a positive charge and passing through the control grid will control the number of electron, how many electron will passes through this electron. And we can change the intensity, that our intensities depend on the control grid, how we are number of electron we are allowed to passing through this control grid. And the focusing anode will focus there's two kind of lens we can use, electric lens or magnetic lens, which focus our electron beam to a particular point, a small point on a screen. Accelerating anode to just increase or decrease the velocity of electron beam. Yeah, focusing system, are the deflection layer is mounted outside this vacuum CRT. Persistency, the time is takes to emit light from the screen to decay the 1/10 of its original intensity. Persistency means the time it takes to emitted light from the screen to decay the 1/10 of its original intensity. What is the meaning of this here? Is the time difference. Suppose this is your atom. This electron beam is hitting at this time the atom. This is the energy. At this is stable energy of this or ground energy. This electron beam hitting this atom at this time, suppose time t1, and as it hits the energy of electron uh, absorbed by this atom, and its energy increase. Its energy is increasing at this point. The energy is highest of this electron atom, and after some time its energy is reducing as it is producing the light, and this energy is reducing to the ground stable. At this point it's produce the highest light. When the electron beam hit the atom, its energy is increasing. At some point it's the highest energy, highest quantum energy, the highest quantum energy. At this point the electron beam producing the light and go back to its ground stage. So suppose it's hitting the at the time t1, and at the last it's time 2, its energy is means it's go back to its ground stable. Means what is the initial energy and the last energy. So the difference between 1/10 of its highest energy. So at this point the energy of this atom is h. So some point it's at and here it's h. Means at this point the energy highest quantum energy, suppose it h, then the 1/10 of its h, and at this side the 1/10 is the difference of this time at this, the difference of this time is called the persistency of phosphorus. Is it clear? Is it clear to you? Anyone can unmute yourself and can speak.
No, sir.
No? So again I'm going to explain. Suppose at this is the time. At this axis we are showing the time, and this is the energy. At this axis y we are showing the energy, and at this x axis we are showing the time. At this time the electron beam is hit this atom, phosphorus atom, and as it hit this atom, the energy of this atom is increased, because this electron has the kinetic energy. This electron is stopped here, and the energy, what the energy this electron has is transferred to this atom, and as this atom get the energy from this electron, its energy is increasing. This is the energy. At this axis we are showing the energy. This energy is increasing, and this is the highest quantum energy at this atom is reached, and after this point it reduce this energy, because this it's transferred this energy what it's getting from the electron in the form of light, and go back to its stable energy, and this is going back to its stable energy. So the time where when it is hit, and after it's go back to its stable energy, it's a difference T2 minus T1 when its energy is getting from electron. And at this point the energy of this atom is highest. So what the energy of this time is the 1/10 of this energy. Suppose this is the 100, no, I just 100 energy. So at this point is some point it will as the 100th means 10. At this point the energy is suppose 100, and it's 1/10 means 10. At this point its energy level is 10. Suppose it is 10 is 100, somewhere is 50. So at this point, so difference of time at this point and this point is called the persistency of phosphorus. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going back to I think 50 minutes is the time of this lecture is past 50 minutes. So I'm just stopping, and again I will stop this lecture. Okay? Is it okay? I'm ending this meeting, and again I am restarting this meeting. Just one, in just same time. Okay, don't go anywhere.